Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Radio Works. Today, I'm your host, Rachanaa Jain. I'm here live from London, United Kingdom, and we are going to be talking about procrastination and how to take action today. So, I'm going to share my story about how I overcame procrastination and took action to achieve my desired goals in my life, really. So, procrastination has been like a big enemy of human beings. 95% of world's population have suffered from procrastination at some point in their life, whether it's to, not go to work, or whether it's related to XYZ reasons. And that has caused a lot of, fear in people. The procrastination is basically because of the main reason why people procrastinate is because of fear, the underlying fear which people have about different things in life. So there are many reasons, but I'm going to focus potentially more on fear today, and we're going to talk about how to overcome fear and stop procrastinate and take action in life. So a lot of people have fears related to what will happen about the future. Oh, if I do this, what if I do this? The fear of the unknown. They're not even sure what potentially would happen, but they're basically fearful of the next step forward in their life. This is why they really, they just don't want to take that step because they feel very scared to fall. And which is not even true. If you replace faith with fear, you will do much better, because you are having faith about the future, you're confident about the future, and taking that leap of faith in your life. So fear is something which really need to be replaced with faith for people to move up in their life, achieve in their life, has led to a lot of different losses for people. Some people procrastinate to pay their bills, which leads to more bills. Some people forget to pay for their, and a lot of interest to be paid, a lot of losses. So procrastination is really not good. The cost of procrastination high. So I highly recommend you not procrastinate, take action tomorrow. It's all now. Be in the present, take action in the present, and everything will work out in your favor. And just take that action, achieve. So many opportunities will open for you. And people see that positive energy around you. They see that you are not fearful, because especially if you're very fearful, it will sound in your voice. People will figure it out straight away that this person is not confident, very fearful. And that also leads to other people not believing in you. So if you don't believe in yourself, and if you hold on to the fear, how will other people believe you? So I highly recommend you to let the fear out, replace that with faith, avoid procrastination, take action now. So what I've done is I've created like a 6 steps dream system, which is a bit of a snapshot of what I've written in my book. It's called Awake Your Dreams, Stop Procrastinating, Start Achieving, whereby, as I said, stop procrastinating, start taking action. So the hidden word dreams, my entire book is about. Dreams is a system which I have developed and created to help you achieve whatever you want to in your life, whether it's related to health, relationships, finance, career, whatever it is. Just follow it through, follow the steps of the dreams system, and you should be able to achieve whatever you want to. So the name dreams is got like a hidden meaning to it. So D stands for desires, what is it that you desire in life? What do you really want? What do you feel is your goal? What is your life purpose? And that's what your desire should be. So, what I recommend you to do is write down what your desire or desires are, and take that action. Basically, what that will do is um, it will lead to taking that first step forward towards your life purpose, towards your goal, towards your desires, whatever you have in your mind. And that's when the opens for you. The first step towards your desires is where you will achieve, you will have that breakthroughs come through. But first of all, you have to take that step, and not procrastinate and not be fearful about things. So, yeah, so write down what you desire in your life. And then step two is R, which is reasons. R stands for reasons. So, why do you desire? What do you desire in life? Whether it's a better health, better career, being self employed, having a better health, whatever your goals are, whatever your desires are, why does that matter to you? Why you want to do this X, Y, and Z? So I highly recommend you to write down what your desires are. Why do you desire what you desire? What's the real hidden reason why you want to do what you want to do? So write that down as well. Then E stands for enemies, which is what will stop you from achieving your desires. It can be any reason. It can be family, it can be fear, it can be XYZ, it can be so many different reasons. So write down what you feel is going to affect you and your life. And that will be like a lot of different things potentially, whatever you really want to you want to achieve, and what will stop you. So, and then what you can do is follow through the next step, which is step 4, which is a, DREA. A stands for advice. Is take guidance, advice from your coach, from a consultant. It can be 3 different types of coaches you can have. One is like a family coach, someone within your family who will just help you to be responsible, help you to take action on a weekly basis. So you talk to them on a weekly basis. You tell them, I want to achieve, this is my desire, this is what I think I need to do, and I want to achieve this desire. Can you please help me be more accountable towards my desire by having a weekly call with me, or whatever you want to arrange with your coach. So you do that, and then what will happen is, you talk to them on a weekly basis, or every 2 weeks or monthly, however you want to do it, and you see your progress. Where have you reached from A to B? How far are you to reaching your goal? What you need to do? How you're going to do it? All those things, you discuss that with your coach. So first can be a family coach. Second can be a friend coach. Someone who is, like someone who is happy to help you, and in return you help them. So you be accountable for their goals, and they be accountable for your goals. So in terms of having these conversations with each other, and discussing with them on a regular basis, as to how far you both have reached on your goals. And again, this is going to be an unpaid coaching. So family is unpaid. Second is friendship, which is again unpaid. And thirdly, hire like a professional coach. And this professional coach, you need to be very, very particular about what you really want this coach for, and who you want to choose as your coach, because you want to find someone who has already reached that level in their life where you want to be. Whether you want to be into, it can be anything, whether you want to be into holistic healing, or you want to do recruitment, or whatever you want to achieve. You have to look up to the top person within that field, within that industry, and see if there is a possibility for them to coach you. Because if you go with a coach who has already achieved what you want to achieve, they will be able to help you through all the steps, guide you, any pitfalls they went through, anything which they did was wrong, and you can learn from that experiences and not make those mistakes and move upwards quickly. So that's pretty much what I would say A stands for advice. Then the next step would be M, which is M stands for methods, which is what strategies, techniques, methodologies you will use to achieve your desires. So it can be like your business plan, it can be your plan to reach, like it can be numerous different types of plans which you need to create to achieve your goal. And you have to figure that out yourself, because if you don't know what you want to do, then you have got a coach to help you with that. So you have some support in terms of figuring out what you want to do and how you want to do it. But methods is something which is the key to achieving your goals, because that's where you take all the action. The first four steps are just to plan ahead, but step five is where you really need to take action. You really need to go all in, put your 100% in, and then speak to your coach on a regular basis and monitor your progress with regards to where you have been. So for example, you can set a goal that within 1 week, my aim is to, go to gym 3 times a week. And then you just take action, and then you monitor, you speak to your coach on a weekly basis, and you literally just talk to them, and you tell them whether you could do it or you couldn't do it, or what happened XYZ, and then you take forward. So you keep moving forward, which is what the main aim is of the step five, which is methods. Is you take action, you move forward, you just make some progress towards your goal. And then finally, step six is setting time scales, which is where whatever your goal is, you need to set aside a time. And it has to be like a realistic time as well. You can't set a goal too high in a very short time frame, because potentially you won't be able to achieve it, and it's going to demotivate you more, and you might feel, oh, I'm not being able to do it, and that fear will come back again. So I highly recommend you to keep a realistic, achievable time scale. So whatever your desire is, within 1 year, I want to reach there. Within 2 years, I want to reach there, and be accountable for it yourself. Take responsibility, take action, and I'm sure you should be able to achieve success. And it comes with faith, no fear. So take that step forward of faith, take a leap of faith in your life, take action, and I'm sure you should be able to achieve whatever goals, desires you have in your life. And that's pretty much what my topic was all about today, about procrastination, taking action, and achieving the life you desire, the dreams you have in your life. So yeah, that's pretty much me. Marina, is there something you would like to add?
Wow, I'm so delighted that you said it so beautifully. You said it in a way that makes total sense, in a way that it's easy to accept. If you take action, you don't need to wait for the perfect moment. You could take this moment and make it perfect. But what I really, really want to know, and I'm sure our listeners are as eager as I am to find out your story. So, what happened to you? What brought you where you are? Now you are very light, you know exactly what you want, and you embrace your truth. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure it was a time, a very challenging time, that you managed to turn it into the opportunity you are right now yourself. So instead of chasing opportunities, you decided to become the opportunity for others. So they will
Mm-hmm.
have a better life, they will have a different life. Instead of struggling, they will conquer the fear, and they will turn all their struggles into joy. It's always a reason behind, it's always a story behind, and I really want to know what has happened that made you the person you are.
Sure. Well, thank you, Marina, for your question. Yes, so I did went through a very challenging, tough time in my life. So I am originally from India. So I was born and brought up in India, and then I came over to to UK to pursue my master's degree. And it had been a very challenging time because this was the first time I moved away from my family, from from the nest of my parents to like a bird flying on my own. And I was struggling with the culture here, with the people here. There had been numerous times when people would, kind of, uh, say some bad things to me, um, and that did, hurt me as a person. I became very, very lonely here, and I was missing my family too much. But in the midst of all this, those were kind of small challenges. But the main challenge came in my life was when I was about to give my master's degrees exams, and my mom, she was being hospitalized at the same time. So what happened is I really wanted to go to see her, but because I had my exams, which came up, I couldn't really go to see her, and she was like in a very serious situation where she needed more support. And I was feeling very, very bad and guilty that I couldn't go to see my mom, in India and look after her, because now I've got some challenges over here, like not challenges, but I've got my exams here, which I have to give. So that's when, in that moment of, pain, in that moment of challenge, something struck me, an idea struck me, and I thought, what can I do to help my mom from here? So that's when I got more into, researching more into spirituality, researching more into healing, distance healing, remote healing. And that's when I came across Reiki. So that's when I took that step forward. I started learning about Reiki, and then I started implementing them distantly to my mom, who was in India. And, after a few days, when I was calling her on a daily basis. I recommended her certain things to do to help herself, but there was not much she could do, as she was not in a position to do that. But what I did is I continuously offered her distance healing for 21 days. And I could see a progress happening in her health within that time frame of 21 days. Every week, she was feeling better and better and better. And after the 21 days, she was like feeling much better. She was out of the hospital. She was back. She started being active. She started doing her normal routine. And this was like a miracle for me, because I was like, wow, healing can actually do this for other people. Although you're not in that same place, you can heal anyone anywhere in the world. And that's pretty much how I got into healing.
So,
Um,
so in effect, you've been through very difficult times, being alone in a strange country where
yeah.
people are having difficulties when they try to express themselves. They're very kind, but sometimes they don't know how to talk to other people,
Mm-hmm.
respecting their own culture. So I understand that very well. And then, in top of everything, the pressure from the exams, you had the bad news that the person you love the most important woman in your life, your mom, is
Mm-hmm.
not feeling well. So you had to find, you're looking for a miracle. And then you realize that actually you are the miracle. And you awaken your own dreams, and you realize you have silent powers, you have endless possibilities already. You just need to activate them. And this is how you went through a difficult time. You turn that time into a memorable time, because it's when you discover your true gift, your talent, that divine essence that was given to you when you were born. And I believe that each one of us got something very unique, very special, and it's just a matter of time and choice to decide when you are going to choose and embrace your gift. So you realize that you are the miracle. You realize that is no point, it's almost like sinful to keep that to yourself, to be the best kept secret. and you decided to write a book, and it's a brilliant book. Is filled with love and passion. You can feel the energy even before start reading the book, go into the little secrets and details you are sharing. So do you believe that life is about energy and vibrations are important? What is your view on connections, on communicating with other people?
Yes, so absolutely correct, Marina. That's when I realized, especially with this miracle of my mom, that we all have potential to achieve whatever we want to in our life if we are passionate, if we have faith. We can do whatever we want to, and everyone has got that gift. All we have to do is shine our light, and show it to the world what we are. And yes, I totally agree with what you said about why I wrote the book, because there are so many people coming from different countries to to UK, feeling lonely, not just from different countries, but even people in the UK itself. They feel quite lonely, and they have this fear in them. There's so much out there. There's a lot of negativity around there, which can stop people from achieving that desire or that goal. And which is why I decided to write the book, to help people out, to help them realize their true potential, that they can do it, and there should be nothing that should stop them from achieving their goals. And yeah, communication is very, very important, because I did face some challenges from people, like, oh, you're from a third world country and you don't know this. How can you do this? XYZ, kind of very.
But we all love your food, so
Sorry?
we
Yeah,
all
that's
love your
true.
food, so that must
Yeah,
stand for something.
absolutely.
There is a lot of love in food, and each culture got a different way of expressing the colors, the smells, the aromas. And what is your favorite dish?
Oh, my favorite dish. Of course, it's the Indian. It's called Punjabi vegetable korma.
Wow, I love
So
it.
it's
Yes.
mixed vegetables with paneer. Paneer is like cottage cheese,
And
which is like my.
do you love cooking?
Oh yes, I love cooking. I cook every single day, and I cook a bit too much sometimes.
So there is no such thing like too much of a good thing. So tell me, what are your plans? What's exciting? What's breaking news for our listeners? You achieved so much, and you
Hmm.
transform your life. You took the dream you had in your mind out of necessity. You turn it into a vision, and now you are living the dream.
Hmm.
And what is happening next? What is contagiously happy time for you right now?
Sure. So just today, it's literally like in the present. I have just been featured in a magazine called Global Women Magazine on the front cover.
Wow,
So that's
congratulations. Yes.
Thank you. So that's very, very exciting for me. And I'm also going to do my first retreat in the US next month. So that's very, very exciting for me again. And the plan for the future is I'm talking right now to have my own TV show coming soon. Like we are literally just on the planning stage. Might take a few more months, but I would love to share my story, and connect with as many people in the country and across the globe. So yeah, that's again in the pipeline as well. So there
Wow.
are some really big projects.
This is truly breaking news. Well, we feel your happiness. I can see you have a lot. You have so much of it. You can give to everyone. There is no limit to it, and
Hmm.
it will be lovely to have you back and keep us excited about your next move and next move, because the way you go from where you are to where you want to be is by taking steps, after step, until you become until these small steps, baby steps, become giant steps like you are doing
Hmm.
right now. What is the key message for today?
So the key message for everyone is be confident, have faith in yourself, and you can achieve anything you want. And there is no such word as impossible, because impossible says I'm possible. So take action and do it today.
Thank you so much. From both of us, until next time, is goodbye.
Thank you, Marina. Lovely speaking to you, and thank you for inviting me to the show.
Goodbye.
Bye.